What's going on, everybody? My name is Cap, and welcome to Q&A. My guests today are none other than Kylie and Rev from the super popular Adults Craft Network. Welcome to the podcast, guys.
Hey, thanks for having us.
I really like that. Super popular.
It's true. I mean, I call it like I see it. Now, first of all, I really just wanted to thank you guys for taking time out of your day to be here. I truly appreciate it.
We appreciate you having us on.
All right. So how did this whole server idea come about?
We had talked about doing a server for a while, wanting to do one more adult themed because we wanted to have other people to play with. It had always just been the two of us.
Right.
There's no real private options that we didn't have to worry about children and teenagers and griefing and all the other issues.
Yeah.
But the actual start of it, we had a couple of friends that we were going to try to play with. So we started. Yeah, Zoo Crafted, Jameson, Mrs. Jameson. So we were going to start a server and all just start playing together. We discussed who was going to do it. And since we had already talked about starting one anyway, we said, we'll go ahead and do it. And, maybe when time allows, we'll turn it into something.
Okay.
And then we started, we invited a couple of people to join us. And then next thing you know, we're 6 months in. We've got 3 servers, our own dev team. We've got 60 different server members, over 120 members in Discord, and 320 followers on Twitter.
That's amazing. I mean,
not a bad start.
No, not at all. And it's been really fantastic to see you guys grow because you're such a supportive community. Like
that's the biggest part of it, and that's the reason we are who we are is the community and the people we have and their support for each other. It would not be the same if we didn't have the group that we have.
Yeah, and you're kind of one of the ones that have kind of sat back and just watched it grow and been there in the background.
I mean, it's been really interesting to watch. I love stuff like that because you guys are. I mean, first of all, both of you are great people. Like, there's really nothing on Twitter because that's obviously how I found you guys. There's really nothing that you guys post that is like controversial. I mean, you guys you're just really good people. So it's nice to see, when you are passionate about something and you put it out there, all of these other people just coming together and supporting you. I love that stuff. That's.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, so what drew you into Minecraft to begin with?
I originally started playing with my son back when Minecraft came out on Xbox.
Okay.
We played together for a little while, and of course he was young, and it can be very frustrating to play with a young child on a game like Minecraft.
Absolutely.
We restarted multiple times every day, and it was very frustrating, so it was hard to really get into the game.
Yeah.
Years later, when Kylie and I got married, we started playing games together, and I was trying to think of something that I thought we would both be on even playing fields with. And
like, I can play Battlefield and stuff like that, but I'm not like one of those professional ones that are just absolutely amazing.
Right, you do it for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I thought Minecraft would be a good game we could both play together, and we started playing it. A lot had changed since I played it the first time.
Right.
Yeah.
I really got drawn into the redstone side of the game.
Yeah.
I've always been in computers in my background, so that really drew me in.
Okay.
People like Mumbo and Zoomovoid. And so that really drew me in the second time around, and then we just kept playing, and here's where we are.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I wish my wife was like that. You guys are really lucky because that's, not everybody has that where, their spouse is into the same stuff completely and then, actually is not only into it, but like passionate about it as you are. That's great.
Well, we mesh together well in the game too because I can't stand digging. She loves to dig in mine.
Right. Oh, that's great.
She's not as big into the redstone, whereas I love the redstone. So it works out well together when we play together.
Yeah, it's that yin and yang. I love that.
Right, exactly.
So, like, what's the ultimate goal now with the whole Adults Craft network thing? Is it like
mine's on 2020?
Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
Absolutely. I've already called a seat next to Mumbo.
Well, if anybody can get there, it's you guys. I mean, you're growing. What did you say you have? 120 people?
We've got 120 in Discord. We have 60 independent server members.
That's incredible. And that's
We've got
in,
the two.
what is that, 6 months?
Got 6 months. Yeah, 6 months. We just had our 6 month anniversary last week.
Well, happy anniversary.
Yeah, thank you. Small milestone, but it's amazing to see where we're at. When we first started, we were looking into servers and talking about our plans, and I said, we may have half a dozen at the end of the first year.
Right.
I'd love to have a dozen members, in a couple of years, and 6 months we've got 60 members and new applications every day. So.
Oh yeah, we've had enough applications to do another Java server, and probably enough applications to do a totally new Bedrock server too.
Wow, that's awesome. Now, so what are the qualifications to join for those that don't know?
We don't necessarily have any qualifications. We do use private servers. At this point, we don't have any realms, so they have to either have Java or, Win 10 mobile of Bedrock. We are looking into some options for console players, but we don't have anything just yet.
Okay.
Other than that, we don't have any. We don't exclude anyone. You don't have to make content to be on our servers, which is unique for a lot of servers.
Right.
If you do, obviously we're there to support you and try to help promote you and grow you. We've had 4 different members that have gotten Twitch affiliate this last month and a half. So we really do try to support everybody and help everybody grow.
Yeah, we were able to get 2 of them in one day.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I actually remember seeing that on Twitter.
Yeah, we don't, obviously we are adult craft. We're adults only servers. You do have to be over 18.
Okay.
But other than that, it really just comes down to how much room we have. We check out everybody's profiles and look into their background and just see if we think they're going to mesh well with the community we have.
Right.
And, we go from there.
And whenever you do fill out an application, you gotta actually.
We're looking for people who are interested in playing.
Yeah, be a little bit more passionate about it.
Right.
Not just, hey, I want to just break some blocks.
Right. And that's really important.
Yeah, we're definitely looking for applications that grab our attention, especially as we do grow and we get more and more applications and, we have fewer spots available.
Yeah.
We definitely are looking for somebody that's passionate, not only to be a part of our servers and our community, but of helping everybody grow, not just themselves.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to leave links for everything in the description on YouTube. Besides on Anchor, but yeah, I mean everybody, even every member, I'm going to try and fit every single person in there for you guys. So that way, they have access to everything.
Awesome. We'll definitely help you share out your podcast.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, no, this is about you guys. I wanted people to get to know you guys. That's important to me, is to really highlight people who I think are just doing it right. Now, what advice do you have for anybody starting out right now if they want to create a server, if any?
Be prepared for a wild ride. If you have the fortunate success that we have had so far, it can definitely be a crazy ride.
Yeah.
Like I say, when we started 6 months ago, thinking we'd have a handful of people at the end of the first year, to 3 servers and people still wanting in, there's a lot of ups and downs and a lot to learn as you go. But we've been very fortunate in the people we've chosen and the way they work together, and we definitely couldn't have done it without each and every one of them. Yeah,
you have some amazing members on your server for sure.
Yeah.
You guys must have some really funny applications or conversations with people who are trying to join, who you just know are not going to.
There is this one guy that keeps coming into our Discord. We've had to block him multiple times because he gets on JD's YouTube, and it's just like, give me the server information, put me on the server. Like, it's
super aggressive.
Yes, like it's over and over and over again. It's insane.
For the most part, it stays pretty calm.
Oh yeah.
Since we are adults and we don't any applications under 18, are not processed. So
right.
We get to avoid a lot of the immaturity of trying to get in.
But
Well-
even some of the ones that are 18 do.
Yeah, you still have your occasional.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure as you guys grow even bigger, you're going to get even more because, you know, a lot of people will seek you guys out, not even just to play, but to just get attention to themselves.
Oh yeah.
You know, which is the wrong reason to join a server like yours. You know, 'cause
There's been
they're going to get the
5%
attention.
people.
We have had a couple that have made it in like that, but they're quickly weeded right back out.
Right. Right.
You know, you just don't mesh when you have that attitude and
No,
you
not
know,
at all. Yeah, I mean, the one good thing
we're all about the community.
the one good thing about you guys is the people that are there, they're going to grow because they're going to get the support. You know, and if they
Right.
let it happen naturally and not go in trying to force it and become bigger than, you know, try to become bigger than the actual server itself, it'll happen. You know,
Right.
so it's good that you guys are keeping it the way you're having.
So many of our members have said that they wouldn't have gotten this far without us.
Well, it's us isn't even us too. It's everybody.
Just everybody in the
Absolutely.
community. And
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, when you're first starting out, you know, from somebody who's done it on 4 different channels now, when you're starting out, that initial 50 to 100 and, you know, it's hard. And if you can get that right out of the gate, just with the support from you guys, that's huge. That goes a long way into really, you know, helping launch somebody. So that's, you know, it's a fantastic network to be a part of. So I think you guys are doing great things.
The best part has been the stories that we've heard from the members.
Yeah.
Especially over Christmas time and the holidays, you know, when people are really contemplating and thinking, and the stories we heard from people that had rough times over this last year, and the network that we provided and the community that was there helped them through those times.
Yeah.
You know, and including a couple of people who, you know, contemplated, you know, taking very drastic measures.
Right.
And
right.
To know that we helped those people or played a part in helping those people through those times, and
that really touches us.
We were able to help them and touch them, and they've helped us through issues in our own life, and that is the greatest reward we could have ever gotten from this. You know, we would love to end up going to Minecon. We would love to be huge, but that's the greatest gift we could have ever gotten from this, and I would do it over and over again every day just for that.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. Yeah. I think the one thing about Minecraft as compared to most other games is that sense of community, because, you know, I've been part of like Madden team. You know, I used to play like semi-pro way back in the day. I used to go around and compete, and Call of Duty, same thing. And Minecraft is such a separate entity.
Oh yeah.
It's this whole like family, you know. I mean, there are bad sides of it. I've seen both sides just because of
absolutely.
Just because of how my mouth is and how I run it. But so I've seen both sides, but by far it's the most positive community I think that's out there in gaming.
Now don't get me wrong, you will see us at Minecon one year, but that's
Oh, I don't doubt that at all. And I'd love to see that. So I want to know how you guys met. I'm interested in how you guys met. You guys, I think, have a really good story, and I'm just interested.
How we met?
Yeah, how you guys met.
We actually met through a family member of mine.
Okay.
We were friends for about a year or so before we just started hanging out, and the relationship grew, and we've been married 5.5 years now.
Nice. Very nice.
Couldn't do it without her.
No, it's nice to have a partner like that. Now, how many kids do you guys have together?
Together we have one.
One, and you have 3 total? 4 total?
Yes, 3 total.
3 total. Okay.
Well, 4, kind of.
I have a half stepdaughter.
Okay.
Yeah. His son is from another woman she has another daughter that he raised.
Gotcha.
That's where our grandbabies come from, is her.
Okay, gotcha.
So she's kind of in and out, but we watch the grandkids a lot. We get to see them.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
And the kids are starting to kind of, as now that they're older and away from his mother, they're actually able to go hang out more and have a relationship together.
That's huge. That's nice.
Oh yeah.
Now, are there any myths? I know I kind of joked about this in like before we started recording the other day, but are there any myths about either your relationships or your network or anything that you guys want to debunk? Like I joked about Rev's face, saying that I thought I pictured like Sackboy from Little Big Planet because I never seen
it. Let's just say you will never see Channing Tatum and Rev in the same room together.
I knew it.
That's the one running Discord myth.
About your face.
That's really it. I don't know why there's such an issue with wanting me to do a face reveal, but I told them they're gonna have to get me to Minecon and then they'll get their face reveal.
You know what? Listen, I'm the same way. When I used to stream, I refused to do a face reveal. Even though I put my my face on Twitter, I was like, it doesn't add anything to anything. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't add anything to the game or whatever. So I get it. I totally get it. Plus, you're gonna be right? You guys are gonna be really big. You don't want to be recognized everywhere.
Right. Well, we hope to be.
I mean, Kylie's out there, but you're not, so that's good. You can always walk around.
Yeah.
There's a guy that's at my local Albertsons, and I have no idea who he is. And he was just randomly, oh, is your name Kylie?
That's creepy.
Yeah.
And it didn't hit me until I got home, and I'm just like, that is a little weird.
Yeah. Did you entertain him? Or were you like, yeah, that's me? Or did you just like walk away?
Yeah, I was like, yeah. And then I just walked away.
That's so strange.
I don't have to worry about that. And with my issues, my voice changes every day, so they're not going to recognize my voice either.
You're like a chameleon. Yeah. That's great.
That's right.
Do you guys have any embarrassing stories that you want to share with each other?
I think mine would be a little too adult, even for adults' crap.
Okay, that's fair enough. What about you, Kylie? Anything you want to share about Rev?
Just that basically that he runs this server. I mean,
if you're looking for something unique, I have 9 fingers.
Yeah.
You have just 9 fingers? Because we all have 9.
No, I only have 9. I had to have a pinky removed after a table saw accident.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which hand?
Left hand.
Left hand. Gotcha.
I'm right-handed, but I broke it back in December, so it's been a little messed up.
Yeah, yeah. The only pinky he has, he broke.
Oh man, is it still broken right now?
It's usable, but it's gonna need surgery later on.
Oh man,
they called it a boxing fracture.
A boxing fracture. Got it.
Yep. They just didn't set it right whenever I was in there, and now it's healed, not set right. So they're gonna have to go in and fix it.
Yikes! How was it adjusting when you lost the pinky, or was it something that happened so long ago that it didn't even matter?
The original accident was 10 years ago.
Okay.
And I had the pinky until a couple of years ago, but it never healed properly. There was no feeling in the finger. It didn't move much, so it was more in the way than anything.
Right.
Because I had no feeling, I could burn it and not know it. I would cut it and not know until I saw blood somewhere. So it was really more of just a quality of life to get it removed.
As the pinky was going down, it was kind of, the arthritis hands, how they are crippling. It's kind of like how his pinky was. But as the skin was trying to move down and fill that spot, it was taking his ring finger with him.
Oh,
so he has more mobility in his ring finger now that it is gone.
Oh, okay, there you go. That's smart. I was gonna say it sounded like a magic trick for kids. Like you go there, like watch this, and then you just like bang it with a hammer, and you're like nothing.
We talked about something like that for Halloween, like using some kind of a glove setup where they go to grab my hand and my pinky comes off.
Yeah,
that would be amazing. That would be so fantastic. So what drives you guys? Like, what motivates you at this point with everything you got going on?
The members now.
Absolutely.
I I played Minecraft maybe 4 hours this last week, and that's the first time I've played in 2 months.
Oh wow.
It's all behind the scenes, working on the servers and the website. We recently started a Patreon for our members. We've got merchandise coming up soon.
Excellent.
So most of my time is spent behind the scenes, just trying to get things built up and finding new ways to promote our members. But definitely seeing them grow and their success, and seeing them get so happy when they hit a new milestone is definitely a driving force.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Very nice. Now I thought one of you two or both of you had channels at one point. Or am I mistaken? Maybe I'm just mistaken.
I was going to. I started trying to do some recording, and that's when my health issues got the worst.
Right.
And just between my own anxiety issues and my fading voice, it just wasn't working out.
Okay.
That's to the advantage, because that's when we started the servers. And unfortunately, as much as the health issues are a hindrance in my life right now, if it wasn't for those, we wouldn't have the server network. So
right.
That's allowed me the time to devote to growing and building the network into what it is. So it has its ups and downs, but at least there's a bright side to it.
Yeah, he stays home full time and just takes care of the server, takes care of the kids, and I go to work and take care of animals all day, every day.
Hey, listen, you got to find the positives and the negatives. I mean, when I went through everything with my kidneys, it was the same thing. I had to adjust to, being a stay-at-home dad, and my wife, I mean, she was working anyway, but like now it's just I'm home all day and she's out. So yeah, and I agree. It's, you get more time to kind of dig into your passions, even though at the same time you're going through stuff. So I can totally relate to that, and I respect it.
Well, and just like it helped the members this year, having it to distract me from
Absolutely,
the issues and distract me from the fact that I'm stuck at home. It does help me out a lot too. So it's nice to be able to dig into it and just worry about it and not me.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Now, who do you guys admire or look up to? You were talking about like Mumbo before. Is there even outside of Minecraft, just in general, like who are people that you look up to in their qualities?
One of my good friends now, when we started the server, she was like a full force in. It's Farm Girl Laura. She is so sweet. She's so nice, and I really love her.
That's great. Yeah, that's taking inspiration from the community is that's one of the things I love to do as well. Looking up just not even big people. Like, Mumbo has his thing and stuff, and I know a lot of people always admire the big guys. I take more admiration and pull more respect from people around me. You know what I mean? Like it's just because you kind of feel like you're in it together with everyone. Like you kind of can relate more. Like I can't relate to popping out a video and getting 3 million views in 2 days.
Right.
I can't relate to that. That's
I'm still flabbergasted that we have 60 people that want to play on our server, so I understand.
Yeah, and plus more because we've got so many applications and everything.
Yeah. No, it's now. What do you guys do besides Minecraft? Like, what are your hobbies outside of the game? Like you said, you work with animals.
Yeah, we both work at an animal rescue.
Now that is not a hobby. Let me give you that right now. That is not a hobby. That is my job.
Well, they can kind of be the same. I mean, I think you have to really enjoy doing that to be in that.
No, absolutely. I love the animals. It's just I feed them, so I have to clean up after them as well.
No, I know that's not really a hobby, but like, what else do you guys do besides that?
Not much. We're the only two at the rescue, and especially with me being down now, she's doing most of it. So between the two of us, though, we cover the rescue 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Oh wow!
I go shopping.
Yeah, I mean, before I went down for my health issues this year, I worked 7 days a week for the last several years. We work all holidays. The animals got to be fed every day. So between that and just real life and especially now the server community, there's not really much time for anything else.
Okay. Now for the with the animals, do you guys live close, or is it a travel too? Like, do you have to travel far?
No, it's about 2 miles down. It's real close.
Okay, that's good.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's good. Oh wow, I didn't know
like
that.
gardening.
Oh, you like gardening?
Yeah, I just found an old picture of my like 6 foot tall tomato plant a couple years ago. It was a black crim, and we got no tomatoes off of it because it's like a Russian tomato plant, and it's just not the weather for Texas.
So the plant itself can grow without tomatoes on it? I didn't even know that.
Yes, this particular one, it's just too hot in our area, so the heat stops it from actually producing fruit.
Yeah, the flowers can fertilize and all of that, but the actual tomato won't grow.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. I know I'm like such a noob with that. I know nothing about gardening at all. I kill everything I ever planted in my life.
I used to have a huge garden and greenhouse, and
Oh yeah.
Did you like grow all your own vegetables and stuff?
for the most part,
Oh, that's fantastic. I would love to do that.
Like we've grown zucchini squash, jalapenos, bell peppers, tomatoes. We've grown like little bitty yellow tomatoes.
Yeah. Ah,
I've done watermelon, cantaloupe, and all kinds of things. It's definitely nice to be able to just go outside and grab a bell pepper for dinner.
oh, without a doubt. Yeah, I can't. I can never do that here. The weather is so like up and down in New York. It's like, yeah, it's just weird. I can't really grow. You'd have to have like a special enclosed environment for that.
I worked for a cable company for a couple of years, and we came to New York to help shortly after the towers.
Right.
They had so many orders for cable, and I don't see how anybody would have room to do any gardening anywhere in that area.
Yeah, no, it's rough. My neighbor is like maybe 15 feet across from me. Like we could fit a car, and then it's
there were places we would have to take our tool belt off to squeeze in between the two houses. So I just don't see how y'all do it. It's just so packed. It's crazy.
I mean, I'm lucky. I kind of have a little bit of a yard, but nobody else in the area has anything. You know, it's really bad. It's really, really bad.
So we've got enough room for a small park in our backyard. Now our house is tiny, but we've got a big yard.
We've got like 1,000 square foot house, but our yard is like an acre.
But you know what? You don't really need more than that. Like I've actually had that conversation with my wife. I'm like, why would we need, like, even if we were mega rich, like, why do you need so much space?
Right.
You know, it's like too much to clean, too much to take care of.
Yeah. Once the oldest moves out on his own, it'll be a little bit better. It's a little tight right now, but
yeah.
Right. Well, yeah, that's true. I guess when you have a bigger family, that's true.
He'll be moving out the next couple of years, and that'll free up some room. And
he originally bought this house, and then I moved in.
Right. Gotcha.
And then,
yeah, it was just me and two dogs when I bought the house. So
always plenty of
room.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Now, do either of you?
I was like,
do either of you guys have any hidden talents? You guys play any instruments or anything?
I used to play piano, but that was years and years ago. I did perform a couple of magic shows when I was younger.
Oh yeah.
But that's been ages, so how much of that I would actually remember is probably slim.
Very interesting. If you guys could play Minecraft with anybody, who would it be?
Oh man, that's a good question.
Mumbo or Echo Soldier?
I love Echo Soldier. That's a solid choice.
Every time he streams now, I have to go in there and tell him hi, and he actually says hi back to me.
You know what?
Like now, he's to the point to where, oh, hey, there's Kylie Dale.
See, he's a great streamer.
Yeah, no, he is. He's a good guy.
Yeah, anybody who recognizes people on stream, that to me is a solid streamer. I don't care how big you get, you got to at least make an effort. So I think that's great.
Right.
Oh yeah, him and Joel Dugan.
Yeah, Joel's good about it too.
Oh, I don't know him. I have to go take a look at him. But
yeah, he's good. Him and Pixel Riffs from the Spawn Chunks podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Pixel Riffs. That name sounds familiar. I'll have to take a look at him too. Okay, those are interesting choices. Pixel Rips.
Yeah,
And
I don't know who I would play with. There's
Oh, Gran too.
so many amazing people out there, and I
Yeah.
don't think I would pick any of the big YouTubers. I think it would be more somebody I just wanted to sit down and have a conversation with, and just chill for a while and play. But I don't know. There's so many amazing people out there.
Yeah, I don't think I'd choose a big YouTuber too. I feel like I would be overwhelmed just by what they're doing because they probably would, go off and build something amazing.
Right.
I feel like they don't really take the time to have conversations, unless of course you're recording with them and they have a rapport with you already.
Right.
Especially like Momo, he would build something just outrageous.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so I'm going to ask you guys a couple of just quick fire questions back and forth. Say the first thing that pops in your head. All right, Kyla, this one's for you. What's your favorite word?
Pineapple.
That's a good word and a great fruit. All right, Rev, if you had a superpower, what would it be?
Flight.
Flight? That's another good one. I think that's always everybody's first one, just because it would make life so much easier.
It would definitely. Yeah.
What about teleportation? Because you could just, instead of even flying there, you could just be like, I'm there.
As long as I don't have to know the exact coordinates like in Minecraft. As long as I can just like envision the area I want to go to and teleport, then that would be fine.
You could just like look at a picture and be like, I want that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I've got to know the exact longitude and latitude, then I'm screwed. So no.
You know what? That's a good point. I didn't think about logistics. All right, flight it is. All right, Kylie. Kylie, super sandwich for lunch.
Oh, have to have like ham and lettuce. I'm not big on tomatoes.
So you'd go sandwich.
Yeah, a sub sandwich. Yeah.
Okay, you just picked my lunch for me. And Rev, who's your favorite child? I'm only kidding. What's your favorite band?
5-year-old.
I don't really have a favorite band.
What genre do you usually listen to? I picture you as like a classic rock guy, but I could be wrong.
I really like everything except for hard rap.
Okay.
And if you put country on, I'm probably going to kick you out of the car.
Oh, thank God. Me too.
And I grew up listening to country because of my mother, and bless her heart, but I can't stand it now.
Yeah. No, I feel like I never liked it.
But other than that, I listen to a little bit of everything.
All right, that's fair. Before we go, I just wanted to know if you guys had any question at all for me.
What motivates you? What keeps you going? You've been in it a while. We've been following each other for a while.
I don't know. I guess a lot of different things. One is my passion for just creating. Like, I love the whole process from nuts to bolts. Like, I love thumbnail making. I love playing games, not even just Minecraft. Obviously, I've done other stuff. And I love listening, even the negative stuff. Like, I eat it up. Even if I answer sarcastically back, I love feedback. It doesn't matter if it's positive, if it's negative, if somebody says they hate me. I just, that whole thing, going through the whole process, it's just enjoyable to me. So the motivation for me is just that next high, if you will. I guess it's kind of a selfish thing. I don't know. I just love it.
Awesome.
Yeah, so that's it. But thank you guys both again, seriously, for doing this. You guys are fantastic, and I love everything you're doing. So please keep doing it.
Definitely. Well, we're glad to see you back. I know you were gone for a while, so.
Oh yeah, and I hope everything's going good.
Yeah. Just I had gotten hacked, so that was that was just that was a motivational tear down for a bit. So I'm back. I'm good. So thank you. I appreciate that.
Good. Well, glad to have you back. If there's ever anything we can do, holler at us.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Until next time, Captain Obvious out. Peace.